There is a fort in New York where people have been looking for a piece of American history for more than 200 years. So far, they've found a lot of old nails. To date, nobody has died trying to solve the mystery, and according to legend, nobody has to die before the fort can be found.
Let's see what you got there.
It kind of looks like another nail, Marie.
You never know.
No. Yes, I do like a little pointy trowel. It does get around it at least, like a little bit. Yeah, this is like way down here, by the way. This is like, should we measure? Knock over the, right? From this to the surface, it's like almost a good 9 inches. I mean, it's not a slant, but it does look like a nail. Oh.
Huh. Is that mortar on it?
I don't know if it's just corrosion. Huh. I don't know.
Oh,
No.
I got more.
I may have split it. Oh. I'm seeing something else in the hole. Oh. I'm pointing at it right now. Huh. Look at the color.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a chunk of brick that was right, like, on it.
Yeah.
Like, wrapped around it. I wonder if maybe the bump on it is the chunk of brick. No, we've still got stuff.
Oh.
My gloves off. Oh, wow. It's like right under that brick, too. So I think what I grabbed was maybe just the bottom part of it. Like it snapped it, right? Like it looks like it was snapped off there. But that's a big old rectangular head.
Yeah. And it matches the other ones.
It does match the other ones in
this area.
I mean, you can nail into brick, so it's possible the nail was in the brick and then
in between the bricks, maybe?
Yeah, it could have been nailed into the mortar or like a hanging hook or something. You know, hang their socks over the fire.
Oh.
And then there's that like harder, that's what I don't know. Like, see, there's like a harder, like almost like it's a more clayey type.
Well, sure, if it was mortar, it could have just become part of the soil, right?
Yeah. Or that was like the original soil level and the brick landed on it.
Oh, maybe.
You know? And then all this other dirt has filled in over the years because it's coming down the hill.
Yeah, I mean, this is putting us 10 inches down from here, but that makes sense because it's consistent with that hole over there.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, down the hole where we were just digging, you said it still says another 10 inches down?
Yeah. But...
Right, if it collapsed outwards, it could be.
If it collapsed outward, the land at that point, look at how low the land is there, right?
Yeah.
And so, imagine that this is all flat, you know, and not that this incline has been caused by the collapse and the...
Yeah, because it's lower back there where the chairs are, and then it comes up, and so that could have, like you said, been collapsed material that's been filled in with dirt.
I have 8.
I came back the next day to do some painting back by the fort, and noticed this small little piece of chert sitting right on one of the small mounds closest to the fort. And, you know, it's definitely worked. It's probably not a full arrowhead, but it's definitely a worked piece of chert by the Native Americans sitting right there in plain sight where we've just been walking around it all summer. When I'm not digging up stuff at the fort, I'm a teacher, but I'm also a plein air painter. And so my task for this week was to not only look for artifacts, but to paint outdoors on location while the weather is still good as part of the Hudson Valley Plein Air Festival. So I decided to pick the fort as one of my sites since I'm obviously drawn to that area. And You can see I did a little painting based out there and just had a great time, like, being in that location and really absorbing it. So here in Minnesink, we're starting to lose our warm weather. You can see that the trees are all turning beautifully gold behind me. So I may just go around the perimeter. There's a lot of targets around the perimeter, most of which are nails, but I'm getting a little better at differentiating between the nails and other stuff. Maybe a little bit better. So it's a gorgeous day. You can hear the Rutgers Hill behind me. We've had some rain this week, so it's pretty high and rip-roaring through. So, all right, 4 inches is right there. It's about 4 inches, maybe 5. I think it's right here. Oh, okay. Let's try not to. Oh, holy. Now that's a nail. Wow. I haven't even gone anywhere. Same hole, getting a hit more shallow on the side here. I'm probably looking right at it. I am looking right at it. Huh. It's sort of like the top of yet another relatively what would have been a large nail. Okay. Just scraping around these 2 big roots. It's close to where we found the other little bits of pottery and stuff. So this is, again, about 6 inches down, and it looks like another chip off the salt glazed pottery that we found before. Actually a bigger chip. We'll have to clean that up and see how that looks. And then this looks like that is just a brick piece. You get little bits of that all throughout here. But this we'll definitely clean up and see. It looks like the same, like, light beige to pinky kind of lobster claw color that we saw before, so love it. Okay, so there's the Rutgers Kill. It makes a big sweeping bend here, and then heads downstream that way. And we know that from the property records that is a wall over there, you can see it, that marks the edge of Richard Gardiner's property. And now we've been pretty much able to line up with his records and old survey records and all of that. We believe it begins right there. The property always talks about a red oak tree being at the corner. And it's kind of easier to see at this time of year. You can see the red peeking through there. The red oaks will keep their leaves later, so it makes them pretty easy to pick out in the forest at this time of year, late October. So I trekked down there the one other episode, and there is indeed a bunch of oaks in that general area. And there's an old stump that it looks like roughly the same size. So we may have found the red oak over there. Just to give you an idea, that wall has like a berm next to it, and it runs all the way down along the river that way for quite a ways and stuff. And here we are up on the hill. We have sort of an eroded feature here, which I don't know if it's just natural erosion or if this was filled to make this engineered road down to the river and is now like kind of getting undermined by this stream. And you can see the fort site or foundation site right there. Pointer is now going off in here. We're just gonna see what this is. It might be right there. It is right there. Looks like an old nail of some sort. All right, we got another hit in the same hole. Probably also a nail. There seems to be a lot of them relatively run here on the surface. It's like 4 inches down from the surface, roughly. Okay. Well, it's not gold. It's another encrusted, sharp, pointy thing that doesn't really look like a nail.